Welcome to the Lovestead.
Hello and welcome back to Lady Lovestead Reads. My name is Jessica and today I'm sharing with you 5-star predictions for this year. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Here at the Lovestead, I do like to read a good balance of the dark and twisted and the light and cozy. And I think this list of 5-star predictions is probably a good combination of that. Let's dive right in. Migrations by Charlotte McConaughey. This is adult literary fiction. Franny Stone has always been the kind of woman who is able to love but unable to stay. Leaving behind everything but her research gear, she arrives in Greenland with a singular purpose: to follow the last Arctic terns in the world on what might be their final migration to Antarctica. Franny talks her way onto a fishing boat, and she and the cast and crew set sail, traveling even further from shore and safety. But as Franny's history begins to unspool, a passionate love affair, an absent family, a devastating crime, it becomes clear that she is chasing more than just birds. When Franny's dark secrets catch up with her, how much is she willing to risk for one more chance at redemption? I've heard wonderful things about this book, that it's powerful, that it's moving, that it's far more than what the book description describes it to be. So I suspect that I will give it 5 stars. Have you read it? Let me know down below what you thought. Amari and the Great Game by B.B. Alston. This is a middle grade fantasy. It's the second book in B.B. Alston's Supernatural series. And this is about Amari, who goes to this magical institute. She's got magic, she goes on adventures, and it's a continuation of what started in book 1. I absolutely love book 1. I gave it, I think, 4.5 stars. So there's a good chance that this one could end up with 5 stars. Have you read Amari and the Night Brothers, the first one? And are you going to read this one? Let me know down below because maybe we can buddy read it together. Loveless by Alice Oseman. This would be my first book by Alice Oseman, but I've heard nothing but good things about her. She's written so many LGBT books that people just absolutely rave about. And I know that this one centers asexuality, and I am on the asexual spectrum myself. So I suspect that I'll end up really liking this one. I'm not totally sure what it's about. Let me look up the description. Georgia has never been in love, never kissed anyone, never had a crush. But as a fanfic-obsessed romantic, she's sure she'll find her person one day. As she starts university with her best friends Pip and Jason in a whole new town far from home, Georgia's ready to find romance, and with her outgoing roommate on her side, a place in the Shakespeare Society. Her teenage dream is in sight. This sounds like a new adult romance. I enjoy new adult romance, so hopefully I love it. Have you read it? Let me know down below. Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know last year I read 2 of Robert Louis Stevenson's most well-known works. Not Pirates of the Caribbean. Brain? Come on now. Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. That's the classic penultimate pirate story. Absolutely loved it. And then in December, I read his The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and he absolutely loved it. So I'm predicting that I will love this as well. This looks like another young adult swashbuckling adventure pirate story. And I got this gorgeous leather-bound edition from my library's used bookstore. So not only is it beautiful, but I suspect it's going to be a 5-star read. Have you read it? Do you like Robert Louis Stevenson as much as I like Robert Louis Stevenson? Let me know. Nightbitch by Rachel Yoder. This was also a book I mentioned in my video about books I want to buddy read. If you haven't seen that one, bing, there it is. And if you're interested in buddy reading this with me still, let me know in the comments below. This is an adult, I want to say it's like a literary horror, kind of a speculative fiction that I know has a lot of feminist undertones and theories and that kind of thing. One day the mother was a mother, but then one night she was quite suddenly something else. At home full time with her 2-year-old son, an artist finds she's struggling. She is lonely and exhausted. She had imagined, what was it she had imagined? Her husband, always traveling for his work, calls her from faraway hotel rooms. One more toddler bedtime and she fears she might lose her mind. Instead, quite suddenly, she starts gaining things, surprising things that happen one night when her child will not sleep. Sharper canines, strange new patches of hair, new appetites, new instincts, and from a deep within herself, a new voice. It sounds so good, and I have not yet had anybody take me up on a buddy read, so if you're interested, let me know down below. Transcendent Kingdom by Yagasi. This is another adult literary fiction, and it really explores the intersection of science and religion and mental health. So this is about Gifty, who is a scientist. She's getting her doctorate and she's studying neuroscience, trying to figure out, what causes someone to develop an addiction. And it really is about her family's story, and the tragedies that her family have gone through. Sounds amazing. I'm predicting 5 stars. Have you read it? Let me know down below. I absolutely love that idea of the intersection of religion, science, and psychology. It's right up my alley for things that I'm interested in. Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl. I am a Marisha Pessl fangirl. I have read her Special Topics in Calamity Physics and Night Film, which you all know I love. We did that read along in the month of February. And I honestly think anything I read by Marisha Pessl is going to be a 5-star read. I have not read this one yet, but this is about a set of kids in high school who lose a friend in this mysterious death, and this woman is going back to this old town where they lived during that time period and trying to just uncover the questions she has about her friend's death. So it sounds like a dark and twisted Marisha Pessl story. It's got that dark academic vibe to it that she always tends to have. And I really do think it's going to be another 5-star read for Marisha Pessl. I love her writing so much. Have you read this? Do you want to read it with me? Let me know down below. Take a Hint, Dani Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is book 2 in the Brown Sisters trilogy. I read book 1, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, last year, and it was a 5-star read for me. What I like about these books is that they seem to have really good disability and chronic pain representation in them. So let's take a look at what this one's about. I feel like BookTube knows what this is about. These books are all over BookTube, but in case you don't, here's the description. Danica Brown knows what she wants: professional success, academic renown, and an occasional roll in the hay to relieve all that career-driven tension. But romance? Been there, done that, burn the t-shirt. Romantic partners, whatever their gender, are a distraction at best and a drain at worst. So Dani asks the universe for the perfect friends with benefits, someone who knows the score and knows their way around the bedroom. When brooding security guard Zafir Ansari rescues Dani from a workplace fire drill gone wrong, it's an obvious sign. PhD student Dani and ex-rugby player Zaf are destined to sleep together. But before she can explain that fact, a video of the heroic rescue goes viral. Now half the internet is shipping Dr. Rugby, and Zaf is begging Dani to play along. Turns out his sports charity for kids could really use the publicity. So it sounds like a fake dating scenario. Another PhD candidate, which I love. I think it's going to be a great time. Have you read this? Let me know down below. The Bride Test by Helen Huang. This is book 2 in the Kiss Quotient trilogy. I read the Kiss Quotient last year, gave it 5 stars. And what I like about this trilogy is the autism representation. Kai Diep has no feelings. Well, he feels irritation when people move his things, or contentment when ledgers balance down to the penny, but not big important emotions like grief. And love. He thinks he's defective. His family knows better, that his autism means he just processes emotions differently. When he steadfastly avoids relationships, his mother takes matters into her own hands and returns to Vietnam to find him the perfect bride. If this is anything like the Kiss Quotient, this will probably be 5 stars for me. Have you read it? Was it a 5-star read for you? Did you like it better or less than you did the first one? Let me know. Earthlings by Sayaka Murata. This is by the same author who wrote Convenience Store Woman, which was a 5-star read for me last year. This is also a book that was recommended to me in my anniversary video by Scott and Nell. If you haven't seen that video, bing, there it is. Natsuki isn't like the other girls. She has a wand and a transformation mirror. She might be a witch or an alien from another planet. Together with her cousin Yu, Natsuki spends her summers in the wild mountains of Nagano dreaming of other worlds. When a terrible sequence of events threatens to part the two children forever, they make a promise to survive, no matter what. Now, Natsuki is grown. She lives a quiet life with her asexual husband, surviving as best she can by pretending to be normal. But the demands of Natsuki's family are increasing. Her friends wonder why she's still not pregnant, and dark shadows from Natsuki's childhood are pursuing her. More asexual representation, which is fantastic. Have you read this? I've heard that it's weirder than Convenience Store Woman, but I'm really okay with weird. So definitely we'll get to this one soon, I think, and hopefully it lives up to my 5-star prediction. This Poison Heart by Kaylin Byron. This is a young adult fantasy, and it really centers a lot of family dynamics. It's about Bree, and Bree has magic. She has plant magic. She can make plants grow with a single touch, and that's really all I need to know. Family dynamics and plant magic, and just this whole aesthetic. I love it. Love it. So I'm thinking it'll be 5 stars. I was going to read this in February and I didn't get to it, but I will be getting to it soon. Have you read it? What did you think? Do you love plant magic like I do? Silverborn, The Mystery of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This is the 4th book in the Nevermore series by Jessica Townsend, and I have loved wholeheartedly every book in that series so far. It is like my new favorite middle grade series. I just love it so much. So this will be book 4. It looks like in this one, Morgan is going to continue to learn about the wondrous arts, and that there's some things from her past that are going to come back and complicate her future. So yes, excited. Do you also love the Nevermore series? If you want to buddy read this, let me know. I'm so excited to chat about this book. It is like one of my most anticipated releases this year. It comes out in October. Those are my 5-star predictions for this year. Let me know down below your thoughts on any of these books, if you want to read them with me, if you love them, if you hated them, if you're also looking forward to them. And if you just want to let me know that you're here, go ahead and leave any kind of star emoji, whether it's like a star, a shooting star, a twinkly star, whatever you want. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!